Hello, friend. Welcome to a midweek moment with me, Pastor Beth from Gray Memorial United Methodist Church in Tallahassee. This is when I pop onto Facebook for just a couple of minutes to offer you something that I hope you will find encouraging or affirming or useful. And if you do, I hope that you'll share it with your friends because maybe they'll find it also affirming or encouraging or useful. So on Sunday, we had a couple of hundred people come on our campus. It may have been more. There were really more than I could count. They came on our campus for our fall festival, and it was such a great time. This is a big tradition here at Gray Memorial, and I'm really glad that I got to be a part of it. From my perspective, there were two goals. First, to create an opportunity for our neighbors, for those in our community, to come and have a fun afternoon, right? A chance for the kids to have some activity and blow off some steam, and a time for families to come together and have something fun to do, just a fun afternoon. And the second goal was to create an opportunity for the people of the congregation to work together, to be in service together, so that they're building relationships with one another and so that they're putting their love of God into service. And I just have to say, both of those things happened with great effect. It was a really wonderful event. And I want to thank everyone from the congregation who participated. And I really hope that I don't leave anyone out. But if I do, if you notice that I've left someone out, put it in the comments and I will make amends, because I really don't want to leave anyone out. I want to thank Kim and Tyler and Wayne Maxwell for getting all the concession goodies together. And I want to thank Stephen Demi, who grilled the 95 hot dogs. There were supposed to be 96, but he dropped one, and he's my husband, so I can give him a hard time about it. I want to thank Jenny Smith and Helene West and Anita Durham for working the concession stand. And I want to say thank you to Juan and to Todd for working out in the pumpkin patch. And thank you to Don Adams for coming up with that really great game and making it happen. And it was a game that the kids really loved. So thank you for doing that. And thank you to FSU Wesley for sending us Sam and Cara and Hannah, who worked the pumpkin painting booth and also worked the bounce house, helping keep everyone safe there. Thank you to Bill Eddy for being everywhere when we needed someone. I looked around and he was in lots of different places on Sunday. And thank you, Bill, for coming up with the pumpkin painting idea. It really was a big hit. Thank you to Susan and John and Michael and Ashley Hutchison for making the pumpkin patch happen and for making the fall festival happen. Thank you to those who came and were our vendors. Thank you to the Tallahassee Fire Department for bringing a fire truck and letting the kids explore it. That was a big hit. We just really had a wonderful time. I really do appreciate everything that everyone did, but I wonder if you've ever stopped to think about why. Why do people do all of these things, all of these wonderful things, whether it's here at Gray Memorial or it's at other churches, right? Well, in United Methodism, we believe in something called Christian perfection, and it's probably one of our least understood ideas or concepts. Perfect in this case means perfectly filled with love for God and neighbor and self. When Jesus is asked or challenged in the Gospels to identify the most important command, he says, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and you shall love your neighbor as yourself." We believe God is working to accomplish this perfect love in us, this love of God and neighbor and self, because in the Gospel of Matthew, in chapter 5, Jesus says, "Be perfect, therefore, as your heavenly Father is perfect." So John Wesley believed that if Jesus invites us to seek perfection, then perfection must be possible. Perfect love must be possible. It doesn't mean that we're going to be free from mistakes. We're not free from temptation. We're not free from failure. This is about being filled with love, and it's something that happens by the grace of God, not by our own action. And we are most certainly not there yet, at least I'm not, but by God's grace, I do hope that I'm going on to perfection, and I believe that you are too. Loving God produces in us a love for our neighbors and a genuine, non-arrogant love for ourselves. And it is that love that pours out when we do an event like the Fall Festival. Love has been running through and pouring out of this church for many decades, and I'm really glad that I get to be a part of it now. If you aren't already worshiping with us or hanging out with us, we would love for you to come and be a part of how that love is pouring out also. We'd love to pour love into you. I'm going to pop my contact information up here. I always know that I'm going to do this and still I don't have it ready to go. I'm going to work on that. This is my contact information. I would love to explore this concept with you some more, or if you have any questions, I'd be happy to try to answer them. It would be an honor and a blessing to me to be able to chat with you. And of course, I would love it if you could join us in worship on Sunday at 11 o'clock in person. We wear masks, or you can join us on our live stream feed here on Facebook or YouTube. Grace and peace to you. May they be yours today, my friend.